Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, we are here raising the frequency, raising the vibration. I'm just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. A message for Israel and Palestine. First and foremost, a lot of you already know what's happening in that region. And we got to send good energy over there because they need it. War is never the answer. Let me tell you this. Many people do not realize we aren't only at war with each other, we are at war with ourselves. And until human beings realize this, there will always be perpetual conflicts. This has to end. I want to tell you this. All around the world, people are outraged about what's happening between Israel and Palestine. And I'm going to share with you some solutions. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? So this is the 7th day, deep divers, that the conflicts have been happening between Israel and Palestine. Okay. 10 Israelis are reported to have died, but over 180 Palestinians are reported to have died, including 52 children. And this has to stop. In fact, this building right here, deep divers, in Gaza, it is actually the home to the Associated Press, also Al Jazeera, and it was actually bombed down by Israeli forces. Okay, and this is completely unacceptable. So this is what happened. Absolutely unacceptable. So this has to come to an end, and we have to remind ourselves for this to come to an end, human beings have to lose their egos. All wars, all conflicts are born out of ego. Fighting for your country, not realizing you are from planet Earth. And this is why it will continue to go on so long as you identify with a country, a nationality. Conflicts will always emerge. But let's talk about how this all started. You see, in 1917, the British actually occupied Palestine, okay? British forces conquered Palestine from the Ottoman Turks. And the British actually ruled over Palestine until 1948, when you had the 1948 wars, and the Israeli forces actually expelled the Palestinians, okay? And they left them a very small part of their own land. And here you see it. Okay, and also, just to give you some background history. So in 1948, Israel as a state was established, okay? And in 1967, you had the 6-Day War. And this is very important to see what's happening right now. Okay, and they actually won that. So this is why you're seeing all of these conflicts happening between Israel and Palestine, because it's been brewing for a long time, ever since 1948, ever since the 6-Day War. And let me tell you this. Look at Palestine before 1948. Okay, this is 1946. Then you had the UN partition, 1947. Then 1967, the 6-Day War. So Israel taking more of that land. And here we are today. Palestinians have basically nothing. And this is why people are outraged all over the world, completely outraged. In fact, 100,000 people took to the streets in London Okay, saying this has to end. Here you see it. 24 schools in Gaza destroyed this week. UK teachers say stop bombing Gaza, end Israeli apartheid. Okay. Here's Paris. People outraged there. Here is Madrid. Okay, people outraged there. Here we have South Africa. People protesting against the injustice there. And this is Madrid again. Okay. Here, DC. So a lot of people all around the world, this has touched a lot of people. Even in Tokyo, deep divers, you have hundreds of protesters saying this has to stop. Okay, here's Ireland. People actually gathered outside the embassy, the Israeli embassy in Ireland here. And this one really touched my heart, deep divers, because here you have an Israeli woman in Tel Aviv putting up a Palestinian flag. Okay, so this actually gives me a lot of hope to see people are waking up all around the world. Here is Canada. Okay, people saying we've had enough. Here is DC. So a lot is happening, deep divers, and we have to remind ourselves war is never the answer for peace, because war only breeds more war. Hate only breeds more hate. We all have to let love guide us and not fear. We all have to realize this has to come to an end. A lot of deep divers who watch my videos are from Palestine. A lot of deep divers who watch my videos are from Israel. Not all Israelis feel this way about Palestinians. Many of them are against what is happening. So we have to remind ourselves the reason why we see conflicts in the world is because of an ego construct. You have been divided. Separation is the greatest illusion ever created. And this is why the world is at war. For peace to be established, we must lose separation. We must realize we are all human beings. Everybody bleeds red. Stop fighting for your country and fight for your freedoms. Slow motion this side. We all have to wake up. We're all being played. This is how they control you. Divide and conquer. So right now, a message for Israel and Palestine. Unite. 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 Put love first. Let go of hate. To people in Israel, don't be afraid of Palestinians. To people in Palestine, do not be afraid of Israelis. Both of you must choose love. Both of you must have a ceasefire. And a lot of people are saying, Ralph, this is never ever going to end because it started with war. And you have a great point. You see, this is bigger than Israel and Palestine. Everything happening in the world is a sign of the end times. And we must all lose the way we have been living because it hasn't been working. Remind yourself, only love can drive out hate. Hate will always produce more hate. And this is why you see the back and forth. Netanyahu's like, we will not stop. We will continue as long as we need to. Ego mindsets will always breed environments for war until one is able to surrender to say, actually, let's do this for the children. I went to university and in my class, there was a guy from Israel and he told me he had to join the army. It was mandatory. From 18, he's been in the army. And he told me about all the guns he had used, assault rifles, M16s, everything. And he said he doesn't feel anything because he has been bred to be a numb soul, to see the other side as the enemy. And I told him, you are being played. And I actually got him to wake up. And he realized he was a product of programming. He was taking on board his parents' wars. And many children are. They don't know what they're fighting for. They're fighting for their country, but that is a construct of the ego. So I'm urging you to realize we have all been lied to by our parents, by our governments, by our leaders. You have to start letting love guide you and not fear. It is time once and for all to end all wars and to let love guide us and not fear, and make the world a better place. And then just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? War, huh? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. It is time for us to see innocent children, innocent people are being killed for something they don't have anything to do with. Let that sink in. So Israel, I'm asking you to call it quits. And I'm sending peace to that region. And humanity, I'm telling you, we all have to listen to that song by John Lennon. Imagine there's no countries. It's not hard to do. We have to remind ourselves this earth belongs to nobody. We can't take it with us. We all go in the ground in the end. We have to stop fighting over land and start respecting each other. In a world of 7.8 billion people, can you imagine what would happen if we loved and respected each other? Well, let's make it that, okay? Deep divers, I want to tell you all, you are appreciated. To everyone who's on this beautiful video, make sure you let love guide you and not fear. Make sure as well you add me on the Instagram for more daily inspiration at official Ralph Smart. Do that right away. Also, shout out to everyone who's been getting the amazing book Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the book. Also, the Good Ass Prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com. And if you're a sexy ass model, woo, with a whole lot of heart, you want to model the clothing, well, let me know why you have what it takes. Remind yourself, only love can drive out hate. If you have hate, it will only produce more hate. So the world must choose love now. The world must choose love over fear. Have a beautiful day. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. They tried to lie to us. They forgot we were the truth. Have a beautiful day. They tried to bury us. They forgot we were seeds. Right now, the whole world is waking up. And it's about time that everything gets exposed and the truth comes out. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. Peace.